Hi, I'm Alec Wolf. I'm here to talk about my News 7 experience in regards to covering the election last week. For somebody who's been watching the news for quite some time, and then to actually cover a little bit of the election, or I should say, just to kind of observe what's going on with the election, I have to say that it's a totally different experience versus watching it from a viewer standpoint. It's very close. It's very cool to get into the action and to get all of the behind the scenes. I know that, for example, last Tuesday night, I was paying really close attention, really more attention to detail than anything that I did in the past with the 2016 election, just because I wasn't involved in news, and so I've noticed myself to be more aware of what's going on and try to. When it comes to talking about the election, talking to other people about the election, it's more of a not opinion for me. I feel like it's more of a factual. Try to back it up with facts. I also covered the Governor Phil Scott press conference last Tuesday. That was interesting in a way, just because Governor Phil Scott was not there due to the election, and so that was interesting. And on a different level than what I've been used to. And so I think my takeaway, if I really got anything away, I took anything away from this, is that, you always say that news never goes away. And this is so true. And especially in a time, you have an election that's that's during the pandemic, which really makes it a lot more interesting to follow. And so what I would have liked to have known, or I think next time when I experience something like this 4 years from now, if I continue to go down this route, that's my intention, I would be very curious to see if we don't have the pandemic, or we have, just coronavirus lingering. I'd be very curious to see how my experience would be compared to what it is now, just because of the pandemic. I think the pandemic made it more, not surreal, but more lively in a way. So I think, that's kind of what my experience has been with the election. And I mean, I'm still following it as I see stuff pop up in the social media and all of that. So it has been an interesting time, and I think it'll continue to be an interesting time as we see President Trump, refusing to accept results and all the different rumors that are going out. It really makes it for an interesting story and some just interesting theories. So it leaves a lot of questions. So that's my experience with the election for 2020. And cheers.